Hey guys, it's Mrs. Wallace. I hope you are all doing well. Good to see you. We are going to just talk really quickly about a mini project that you're going to do in tables. This is something that you're going to do as a group in sort of two ways. One is that you're going to write a written proposal. It's actually a marketing plan. So imagine that you are visiting an investor, and the investor is going to be interested in perhaps your new product, and your goal is to differentiate a product for a market. So you're looking for investor backing. In your marketing plan, there's a few different categories of information that you're going to develop. Some of this is going to be based on kind of fiction and a little bit of creativity because you're creating a company that you're going to be selling your product for. You're also going to be creating a product, so you're going to develop one that's hypothetical. You also, however, can use a lot of data because you'll be positioning this product in a market that currently exists. Okay, so a few of the pieces of your marketing plan that you're going to develop. And this is something that you can do in using subheadings, so it can be like little smaller paragraphs for each section, so that it's almost like a proposal format more than it is an essay. And there is, just so you have a sense of it, you'll see this in the handout too, there is a written component. So the table is producing one written proposal that gets submitted to me, and then there's also a very short opportunity for your table to present some of the highlights of your product and some of the things that you want to accomplish with your product, how you're going to do it for your peers. And we'll address that toward the end of next week. But the components of the project and kind of what it is that you're going to be working on in the next two class periods. So today you'll also have some time on Monday. The company description. So this is a hypothetical, maybe a description about how the three of you got together and what it is that, kind of makes your company tick. You met in California and yada, yada. You all went to BCA, things like that. The industry description. What is it that we know about the actual market that you're going to be positioning your product in? So if you were going to develop like a new kind of sparkling water, we know that's a pretty saturated market right now. There's a lot of competition, Fiji or all kinds of other sparkling waters. So what do we know about that industry? What are some of the industry's kind of statistics? What type of revenue does the industry make? How much has it grown over the last few years? There's some specific industry data, and I can point you in the direction of where to find some of that. You're also going to have a firm mission statement and goals. This is a short section, but different from your description. That's kind of about how you were founded and where you came from. Your firm's mission and goals is a little bit more of kind of what is it that's most important to your company. For example, it might be that you are a company that's interested in sustainability issues, and so you might be creating something that's made from some sort of recyclable plastic, or clothing line that is more sustainable, whatever it might be. And the goals can also be kind of broad ideas for ways in which you're going to either serve the public, meet some sort of product goal, something that's specific. You might also then do what's known as a SWOT, and you can go online, you'll find lots of SWOT analysis for a variety of different companies. And there are some live links in this PowerPoint. I am going to post the PowerPoint for you guys, and I encourage you to come back and find those live links. There's a few ways that you can get, you know what, I'll just post the links. It'll be a little bit easier. I'm not going to post the whole PowerPoint. I'll just post the links. But the SWOT analysis, I think that's a SWOT analysis for, I think it's Under Armour or maybe Starbucks. There's a few that I think I posted or will post for you guys. The SWOT analysis is a very short kind of bulleted table, basically, of the firm's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats at a given time. So what are some of the things that are perhaps, maybe significant strengths? It might be for Under Armour, it might be the quality of their performance product, right? And weaknesses might be things like they didn't really develop a great deal of, quality product for, that leisure consumer who is just going to go to, Stop and Shop in their sweatpants or whatever, leggings, whatever they're called. The other thing is opportunities and threats, and you might have a few different bulleted points for this. There's a variety of different strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Opportunities might be ways that perhaps there could be a new product, an opportunity for a merger. It might be an opportunity in the way of some sort of political context change that can also lead to something like a threat. So we were talking about Google. Google has some threats in terms of antitrust. That's something that it could potentially be a game changer for Google. That would be in its threat category. You'd also be interested in competitors and noting specific data and information about competitors. If you were Under Armour, we would note your competitors as, say, Nike and Lululemon, not just a list of them, but a description of the way in which they have a share of the market. Remember, everything with monopolistic competition is that you are competing for market share. You're fighting over the same consumers, and you're looking to kind of get, the biggest chunk of the total revenue of the entire market. So if, consumers are willing to spend X amount of dollars, you want to up those dollars that consumers are willing to spend, but you also want them to get, you want them to spend at your firm and not somebody else's. The target market, this is really important if you are developing a product that's for tweens or for soccer moms or for a particular income group. Some of you may already shop at places where there's a very distinct target market, right? We know that Whole Foods might be different than, maybe a Dollar General type of grocery store. There are target markets, and prices are a part of that, and display is a part of that. If you shop at Old Navy and then you go to a Gap and you go to a Banana Republic, they're all, kind of part of the same exact parent company, but they target different markets. The prices are different, the product is different. There's a variety of ways that the market that's targeted, it's very clear what that market is. Lastly, the marketing mix. This is something that you're going to present in the proposal. The marketing mix is basically 4 things. We'll keep this short. There's a handout that I will post for you guys that has a lot of information about this. Sometimes you hear of a marketing mix as the 7 P's. We're just going to focus on really the first 4 P's. The handout may have all 7, so just kind of note it. But the first 4 are product, price, place, and promotion. When you're really thinking about how you're going to position your product in the market that you're interested in, what kinds of information can you work together with? Okay, so the product, how much can you connect the product to the customers that you're interested in connecting to? So if customers want aerobic wear or athletic wear to go to Stop and Shop in, how much are you working to actually develop the product for the consumers that you're interested in targeting? If you're targeting athletes, then you're developing performance wear for an athletic group, right? So the product and the consumer group kind of have to align. Also, the price connects with that. The price is very much a message, to the people who are shopping for the product. What is it, that the product will cost to develop? What is the marginal cost of the product? And then also when you think about price, the way that you decide how to either increase or lower the price, a higher price first or a lower price first. There's a variety of strategies with pricing. Place is also something that's important. Don't think of place as just a physical place. It could be that. It could be a storefront. It could be display within a store, having consumers go into a makeup shop and try stuff out, something like some of the modern makeup stores that you might see at the mall, have kind of a very, outwardly display that's very inviting for their market. You could also think of web stuff, so distribution on websites. It might also be direct to consumer, so that the product is, you know, a website where somebody's buying right from Under Armour, or it could be Under Armour placed in sporting goods stores, and maybe that's what consumers are getting. So, you know, distribution and place where you're actually going to sell this product is really a key aspect of your marketing plan. And then lastly, promotion, which we're generally familiar with, and it's kind of what we think of when we think of marketing, but there's a whole bunch of strategies behind these. And the two to focus on for us in terms of promotion, advertising and branding. And two of the video clips that I'll give you, one is an introduction to branding, and the second is a little bit of a sample from Under Armour of a way in which they developed an advertising campaign that was part of their larger marketing mix. Okay, so those are the pieces of the project that you're going to do, and I'll take questions in that question section, but check this out.